Bonjour, hello, I'm Kevin Lamoureux. I'm so proud to be able to recognize the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation here in Canada. I believe that reconciliation is a gift that was given to us by survivors. Residential school survivors who had the courage to share their stories with us and provide us with an opportunity to move forward in a good way through the 94 calls to action of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Today, I take inspiration from the National Center for Truth and Reconciliation, an organization whose responsibility it is now to care for those stories, to hold those stories intact for generations to come. Within that organization's logo, we might find teachings and inspiration that help us to navigate the work of reconciliation. Within their logo, you'll find the depiction of a fire. And that fire is supposed to represent the spirit of reconciliation. I would invite you to think about moments you might have had in your own life sitting around a fire, perhaps with your family or friends. And as we recall those moments of warmth, belonging, safety, and light, it's that spirit that is reconciliation for all Canadians. And within that flame, what you'll see is the depiction of two birds. And those birds are supposed to represent us, you and I, Canadians, Indigenous and non-Indigenous alike. For there is no future in Canada without our good relationship with one another. The potential of Canada is bound up in its people. You'll also notice that that fire is made up of a smaller bit of flame. And that smaller bit is supposed to represent the spirit of children. And not just our children, but those children yet to come. And not just those children not yet born, but perhaps those children who didn't make it home. This has been a year of terrible grief for many Canadians. Many communities are having to wrestle with the hard truth of finding their children buried in unmarked graves behind the buildings of residential schools. On this day, we recognize that terrible history. We acknowledge and stand with those who are grieving. We take a moment to remember those children who weren't able to find the love and the safety within Canadian schools that they should have. You'll also notice that around that flame is a circle. And there are so many teachings from the circle from Indigenous communities across Canada. But it's our business to ensure that that circle is always big enough so that every Canadian who would like to can find their way to that fire, find a place of belonging, a place of safety. For in reconciliation, we'll find the best possible future for all Canadians. Today, I stand with incredible gratitude. I stand in awe of survivors who had the courage to share their story and provide us with a pathway forward. I stand in gratitude for those who do this important work day in and day out across this country. And I also stand with hope. Hope that our children will be able to see a Canada that is able to live up to its full potential. That through days of recognition like this, we have an opportunity to come together as a community and work together to help this nation to achieve its full potential. Thank you for standing with Indigenous peoples on this day. Thank you for believing in the potential, the hope of reconciliation. And thank you for the good work that you will continue to do in your own lives. Miigwech.